Hi friends, welcome to Accetta's Journey. This is the fifth and final part of questions and answers. Thank you so much for submitting your questions. If you have any further questions about my journey so far, feel free to continue to ask. If I have enough, I will compile them and create another video. If not, I'll just answer them individually. So a little bit about myself in case you missed parts 1 through 4 or any of my other YouTube videos. They are on my YouTube channel. Please subscribe, hit the thumbs up, hit the bell notification so you can watch Acetta's journey from this past year. So before I get to the giant question, I do want to address some of your wonderings. Did you learn to speak Indonesian? No, I didn't really learn to speak Indonesian. I knew about 25-ish Indonesian words, and most of them were food related. If you know me, you know that I don't cook, with the exception of boiling water for eggs and vegetables. I didn't cook anything in Indonesia. So I needed to learn the food for mere survival. So yeah, no, I didn't learn to speak Indonesian. How did you communicate to the locals? Because I lived in a non-English speaking area and because I don't speak Indonesian, it was extremely difficult to communicate to the locals, especially when I had to visit the local hospital a couple of times and order a ride taxi. I just have to say thank goodness for modern technology like Google Translate. Everybody there, all the locals were seemed very forgiving and very understanding. As a matter of fact, they would apologize to me for not speaking English when I should have been and was apologizing to them for not speaking Indonesian. After all, I'm the foreigner in their land and they were apologizing to me. That's how thoughtful they are. When I would go to the markets, I would have the calculator out on my phone and I would ask them to type in how much I owe them. And once the language barrier, was broken down, they knew what I was asking them, so they would type in what I would owe them. How did you know what to do? I didn't know what to do, which is the exciting part for me, is not knowing what to do. I learned a lot through observation. I learned a lot through trial and error. I learned a lot through just doing it and learning that way. And that was the exciting part for me, is being in new waters and just doing things. So I'm going to take a little bit of a serious spin on things right now. When I left the States, when I was telling friends that I was leaving the States to go to Indonesia, some of them expressed a concern about Indonesia being unsafe, being dangerous, and the only reason is because they're Muslim, these friends in the States would say. That was so upsetting and so disturbing and so prejudiced, racist, stereotype, categorizing, grouping, discrimination, and I don't play that shit, you guys. Indonesia is 87% Muslim, and most of my Indonesian friends are Muslim, and any Muslim that I know happens to be extremely loving, gentle, forgiving, caring, kind, generous, and my Muslim friends, I sincerely apologize for the world, especially Americans, because I am America, who think that Muslims are unkind, unsafe, dangerous, and all that other shit that just is not true. So I do apologize for their ignorance. And if you continue to think that way about any group of people, you can just not be my friend right now, because I don't go that way. I don't play that shit. And no matter where you go and what group of people you are thinking of, whether it be Americans, Christians, Buddhists, Muslims, anybody, there's always bad apples that will not ruin it for the rest of the bunch. So yeah, anytime I went out and about in Indonesia, which was a lot by myself, I always felt safe. I never had that pit in my gut saying that this is unsafe and not to do something. And honestly, I cannot say that living in America. So there you have it. Okay, I'm glad I got that off my shoulder. The question of the year, which I am so excited to talk about now. Deanne asks, what's next? Dickon, I have to give a shout out to Dickon, my brother in Hawaii. I lived in Hawaii for 3 years, so aloha. Dickon says, what happens now with COVID-19 stopping school and you still being in Thailand? Do you get extended another year? So, what's next? I'm not coming home right now. I am thrilled and excited to announce that I have accepted a 1-year teaching position in Thailand. I am a general education teacher in Thailand, just right outside of Bangkok, at an international school. I teach 4 and 5-year-olds. I have 9 students and 1 full-time teacher assistant. And I am just so blessed to have landed this opportunity. It's as if like I manifested it and poof, it was here. You know, I wasn't sure what I was going to do before. Well, I kind of had ideas of what I would do before COVID hit, but those plans just kind of went out the door. So I had to, have a plan X, Y, and Z because, all the other ones were not going to happen. So I'm very thrilled to say that Julia Accetta's Journey lives on. Instead of Julia Accetta's Journey Indonesia, it is now Julia Accetta's Journey Thailand for the next 12 months. I am living right outside of Bangkok, teaching right outside of Bangkok. Dickon also asks in one of my other videos, where are you? Are you in a hotel? No, I am in my very first apartment condo that I'm renting right outside of Bangkok my whole life. I've never had an apartment before. And here it is. I will be living here for the next year. There's a pool right downstairs. You guys know I'm from Florida and I love the water. So there's a pool there. There's a fitness center there. I don't cook. There's food everywhere. I walk to work. I walk to the mall. I walk to the markets. I've already done some exploring and adventures in Thailand so far. And God, there's so much I want to share with you that's going on in my mind right now. I'm really blessed and fortunate to be here. I'm really happy that I'm here. I'm really grateful that I have another opportunity to learn and grow, some more while I'm here. I cannot wait to share it all with you guys. Thank you so much for being with me on Julia Accetta's Journey Indonesia. I hope that you continue this journey with me, Julia Accetta's Journey Thailand. It's going to be a fantastic year. I know it is. I'm going to manifest all the abundance, that I want and that I need. I'm really happy and excited. And I can't wait to share it with you. Thank you so much for being with me and for carrying me. Thank you so much for continuing to support me. For those of you who know me, you're probably not shocked that I'm not coming home yet. And because you know that, there's so much for me out here still to learn and do and explore and I can't wait. I'm looking really forward to it. I'm very excited. So thank you so much for watching, being with me, loving me, supporting me, encouraging me. It's going to be a fantastic year, and I wish you all the best as well this upcoming year. So love to all. Khap kun mak ka.